Well, at the round table this morning, as I said, the Colonel's in the house. Our special guest, Colonel Lee, Gentile, just been in the big city of Enid for a couple weeks. Colonel, welcome to Good Morning Enid. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
It's good to see you. And the Colonel's here to talk to us about the uniqueness of the Air Force and Community Ball. But first off, just, everybody's watching and said, who is this sharp-looking guy in a uniform? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Because off camera, you tell us about your family and so forth, but tell us just briefly where you've been.
All right.
Besides Korea.
Yes. My wife Laura and I just arrived here about a month ago. We have 3 children. 2 are in elementary school on base, and my oldest is in Emerson downtown. Originally, I'm from Massachusetts. Came in the Air Force in 1997. First assignment was flight school in Mississippi. That's where I met my beautiful wife. That's where we consider that home.
Derek's from Mississippi, excuse me.
So
there's a connection there.
All right. Got some time flying the A-10, North Carolina, Korea. Some time over Iraq, Afghanistan, Qatar, throughout the Middle East. Got some time working on the staff in South Carolina. And before I came down here, I was up at Kansas teaching at the Command and General Staff College. I was a commander of the Air Force element up there.
Very good. Impressive resume. Well, welcome to Enid. We're glad your family's here, and we're glad you're here. And you'll be part of our relationship at the City of Enid offices for our city council meetings from time to time. So we look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you for your time, and good morning, and welcome to Enid. I hope you find it very cozy and welcoming. And I know that you're here to talk about this big event that is taking place September 16th. It is the Air Force and Community Ball. This is not the first ball, is it?
No, this is not the first ball. It's our 70th. So it's our 70th birthday of your United States Air Force. Now, what is unique about this is the first one that I'm aware of where we've opened it up to the local community. Normally it is held on one of the Air Force bases and is held kind of internally to Air Force personnel.
When I first heard about the Air Force Ball, I thought, that doesn't sound right. Air Force community? Because I always thought it was this closed-knit thing, that it was just, kind of Air Force, if you will. I know you've got tons of information, Colonel, about this event, so just kind of tell us about the Air Force Ball. We know it's on Saturday evening. Sure. Maybe some of the times and stuff like that, but also there's a uniqueness about the dress code and the entertainment. We're going to go back in time, right?
We are. It starts at 1800, so 6 p.m. on the 16th. That's when we're going to have our, it's going to be the welcome social hour. And then the chimes will ring, and we will start the event at 7 p.m. What is unique about this is we're going to take a step back to 1947. What you're going to see is when you walk into the Central National Bank Center, you are going to feel like you're in the 1940s. You're going to have the music from the St. Louis Big Band. I'd be playing 1940s era music. The lights, the sounds, the videos, the pictures. There's going to be folks, including myself, that are going to be dressed in the uniforms of the 1940s to try to help everybody take a step back 70 years and really get into this event.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
It definitely sounds really exciting.
40s. You got any wardrobe, Sarah, from the 40s?
No, I'll have to Google what that looked like.
Well, if you don't have a 1940s era either uniform or tux or dress, it is a black tie event. Okay. So it is a formal event. So anything that you would use for a nice dinner theater in downtown Oklahoma City is what you would wear to
So I guess that means sequins for the wife, right?
Yes.
Something like that. Okay.
Yes.
There you go, Sarah. You got your guidelines now.
Good. Now I know what to wear. So we've covered the band that's going to be there, but we also have heard that there's a guest speaker. Can you tell us a little bit about that special guest?
Yes. So the event's going to kind of cap off at the end of the night with Major General Zedalis, who's retiring from the Air Force. He's currently the Vice Commander of the United States Air Force's Europe and Africa Command. So he's got responsibility for all air operations throughout Europe and Africa. So that's a pretty significant responsibility. He's a personal friend of our command chief, Chief Master Sergeant Wilson, and on invitation, he's here to speak to us. And it's going to be quite an event. I've heard General Zedalis talk a few times. He's got a lot of great experiences, and I know it will be an engaging and exciting speech from him. What else we're going to see is, I talked about that we're going to start in the 1940s. but that's not where we're going to stay the whole night. Over the course of the evening, it will transform. So what you will see is the music will change, the videos will change, the pictures will change, the ambiance will change. We'll move through Korea, we'll move through the Vietnam War, the Cold War, Desert Storm, and into today. And so we'll take a journey through 70 years of your United States Air Force.
I know a great deal of planning and effort behind the scenes has gone on to this event. And again, it's set for Saturday, September 16th at Convention Hall, Central National Bank Center, and Event Center, I should say. And it's the Air Force/Community Ball, so that's the uniqueness about it. Well, to get in the door, I guess you got to have a ticket. So tell us about tickets, cost, where do we get these? And
certainly, there's a couple of opportunities for the local community. You can purchase them straight from the Central National Bank Center, or you can purchase it at airforceball.com, and it's $85 for the ticket. I'll tell you, on the 17th, there's going to be two groups of people, those who were there and those who wish they had been there.
yeah, very good.
Very good, very good. So if we want to know more about this event, which you've covered a lot of information, thank you very much. But for those that still have some questions that have been left unanswered, if there's any, where can we get more information, or what is the best way to learn about this event?
Airforceball.com is the best way to learn about the event. If there's questions that you have that are not answered on that website, there is an email for our folks that are running it, and they respond within about 24 to 48 hours.
Colonel, you really covered, as Sarah said, you've really enlightened us what this event's all about. And it's very unique. I mean, you've set the stage for a really unique evening for everyone to go back into the 40s and bring us to the current time. But off camera, we were talking a little bit about the decor for the evening,
yes,
the colors, the tables, the red carpet, things of this nature and stuff like that. But you also mentioned that there's a special table that will be in place for the event. Tell us about this special table.
So in addition to the decor for the evening, what you're going to see and experience is several parts of our ceremony and drill. So you'll see a lot of unique military activities. Probably the most significant one is our POW MIA table. And that is a single small table about the size of this, covered in a white cloth. And on the table is arrayed various symbols. And our drill team will have somebody there that is going to walk everybody through what each individual symbol means with relation to our POW and MIA. If you've never seen this event, it will send chills up and down your spine. It is quite a moving opportunity, and I encourage folks to come out and see it.
And that's all part of the Air Force celebrating 70 years, correct?
70 years.
And the Enid Community Ball coming up on Saturday, September 16th. We've got just less than a minute. Colonel, have we left anything out?
No,
Except
sir.
be there, and you've been very articulate to tell us everything. Sound like a great time.
It's going to be fantastic.
Get the tickets and go to the
tickets.
airforceball.com.
Yes, the next opportunity for this will probably be in about 5 years when we celebrate the 75th. So
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's a once in a lifetime, but it's certainly a great opportunity, and folks don't want to miss it.
Very, very good. Tickets are still available, so keep that in mind. Saturday, September 16th, the Air Force Community Ball, and it sounds like a great event. And thank you for sharing that about the POW MIA table. I was not familiar with that, and what a way to honor and recognize those individuals. Very good. Our special guest this morning at the round table, brand new to the Enid community, Colonel Lee Gentile, and we appreciate the Colonel being here this morning on Good Morning Enid, and we appreciate you being here as well.